Now let's go into the sewing. This is the front side of the dress, and this is the right side of the dress as well. I'll first of all hem this facing. After hemming it, I will now place the right side of my facing should face at the right side of the material. So now I will sew with 1/2 inch. After I hem the edges of the facing, then I sew with regular stitches from this neckline. I'll sew it round. So that should be the first thing. After then I'll show you the next thing we'll do. So you can see I've hemmed the downside and I've sewed the neck. I will notch it. Okay, I've notched it. So the next thing I will do is to fold it in. I'll fold it in. Then I'll use my pressing iron to iron it for it to lap very well. So we are done with the front neck. Now this is the back neck. I'll do the same thing. I'll hem the downsides of the facing, then I'll sew it as well with 1/2 inch all through. I'll sew it all through. Then I'll show you the next thing to do. Now this is the back neck. I will notch it. Carefully notch so that when you turn it over, everything will relax on its own. Okay, then I will turn it. I want to make sure that the mouth come out very well. So I use my scissors to carefully press it hard so that everything will come out. Okay, we are done. The next thing is to use pressing iron and iron it very well so that it will relax well. So I will use my iron. Now I will sew the darts, both the front piece and the back piece. Then I'll tell you the next thing we'll be doing. I've put the darts. Now you can see I told you the nipple to nipple is 7 inches. You can see it. The next thing we'll be doing will be the slits. These are the slits. What I will do now is to use my bias tape and tape it. Then I fold it in. That should be the next thing we'll be doing. And after it, I'll tell you the next thing. Now, this is the slits. can see I use bias tape to tape it. The next thing we'll be doing now, I'll join both the front and back together. This is the front, while this is the back. Join it like this. I'll put the interface to face each other. I'll make sure that the joining between the interface and the fabric, both of them are on the same point. First, I'll sew this first. Then I'll turn it and complete this. I'll use 1/2 inch to join the two shoulders together. Now I have joined the two necks together. You can see it. So the next thing I will do now, with my needle and thread, I will hold the neck together so that it will not be, you see how it is. You can decide to use a hemming gum for it, but I want to use needle and thread to put it together. The next thing is to put the sleeve. Now this is the front. Remember we carved out some piece from the front side. So now I was well cut off some from this side, because this is the part that is going straight to the front. So I will slightly remove the same 1/2 inch that we removed when we are cutting. And see, so that it will lap with the front side. I will as well do it to the other piece. Now this one will be for the left side, left piece, so that I will not make mistake. I will write L on it. So this one will now be the right piece. I'll mark it R. Now I will place it. So this is the left side, and this is the notch, the center of the sleeve. That's the place that will match with the center of the shoulder. I will pin it. Then I'll pin it through. So I will sew it straight. The same thing I will do to the right side. Then we are almost done. And this is the sleeve. Next thing now to do, be joining the whole piece now together. Now I'll fix the sleeve. You can see the sleeve. Then I use pin to hold the point where the body and the sleeve meet. So I have to pin it together so that when I'm joining the side, I will not shift it. So it should be on the right place. So what I will do now is to use pin and hold all of them, all the bodies together. can see, I've pinned it all through, both the sleeve. The next thing now is to shape it. My bust to bust is 11.5 inches. Remember, we have joined with half inch, so I will mark 11 inches here. This is 11 inches here. This is 17 inches. This is 22 for the hip. Now at this point, my bust measurement is 38. 38 divided into 2 will give me 19 inches. This is 19 inches here. So I have 2 inches left. So what I will do now is to mark 1 inch at this edge. 1 inch. Remember, we added only 2 inches. So what I will do now is to mark 1 inch all through. I will use 1 inch this side and 1 inch this side. So I'm done with the marking, so I will join all of them together. So at the downside, I will just add half inch to it to make it 1.5. Remember, it has a slit. So this side, I'll just take half inch to sew it. So I'll connect this to half inch all through. With my free hand, I'll mark half inch. Join it to this side. As well, I will turn it over to the other side and I will mark 1 inch. Down the hemline here, I will mark 1.5 inches. Then I will join it together. Going to this place, to this edge here, I will mark half inch. use half inch on it. The next thing, I'll be adding a pocket to it. So I will mark from the armhole, I measure 9 inches. From the armhole, I measure 9 inches here. Then, in between the 9 inches, I measure out 6 inches. That's where my pocket will be. So I'll sew and stop here, back stitch it and stop. Then I'll start here, back stitch and sew to the end with a regular stitch. Okay, the last thing to do now is to hem the downside. This is the front, so I will hem it. If you like, you can leave this mouth. The last thing to do is to put my button here, and I will take a piece of this fabric, I will cut it out and sew it to use it for this head. Or if you like, you can use this. You can decide to use button, anyone you choose. And the last thing, after the button, I'll put my pocket. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Click on the bell icon to be notified anytime I publish another video. Bye until I see you in my next video.